So I hope you enjoyed that new little intro. That is going to be my intro from now on for this series. So yes, this is episode 4 of Throwback Review, a series where I take a look back at some of my old kits. And yeah, as the intro says, these are completely unscripted videos, and the whole point of these is to be just easy videos for me to put out, and also a way to just go back to my collection and take a look back at some of my older kits. So in today's episode, as you can see, we are looking at the classic Zaku 2. And I want to keep this one brief because my last episode was a bit long for my standards. So getting right into the details here. First off, I want to say one thing I do like is actually the lack of details. Yeah, this thing has almost no surface details, which honestly, in this case, I do really like because it really just adds to that anime accuracy in my point. If you want an anime looking or anime accurate looking Zaku, this is definitely the Zaku to get. I love the proportions, I love the lack of details, and it just looks very 70s, which this is based off the original Zaku. So yeah, I am definitely a fan of the looks. Now for the colors, it actually is pretty well separated. It has all of the colors you would expect for the Zaku, including 2 shades of green, this nice darkish brown color for the shins, for the feet there, for the chest, and basically the only stickers you need is for the eyes. Everything else is already color accurate out of the box. So for aesthetics, I actually really do like how this kit looks. Now, one thing that I don't really talk about is seam lines, and since this is an older high-grade kit, it does have some noticeable seam lines. So first off, you may notice right away there is a seam line going down the arm. There's also a seam line going down the leg here, which is not as noticeable from a distance, but you can still definitely see it. You can also see a seam line going down there, and also on the head there is a seam line going right there. But really, that's about it for the seam lines, so it's honestly not too bad. So now let's get into the articulation before we get into the accessories. So starting off, the head is on a little ball joint. You can go up and down a little bit, rotate a full 360, and it can go side to side slightly. Now the arms can rotate a full 360, and one thing that actually surprised me with this kit is that it does have a butterfly joint, and it can come out pretty far there. So that's actually really impressive, especially for a kit of this age. Now the arms can go out about that much. If you move the shoulders here, it can go out actually a lot more. That's honestly pretty impressive as well. And you saw the shoulder can move up pretty nice there and down, and there is a little bit of rotation there. Of course, there is a bicep swivel, and for the elbow bend, it is of course a single joint at about a 90-degree angle there, so not too bad. And for the hands, they can of course rotate 360, go up and down, side to side, do all that good stuff. Now let me just put his head back on because that decided to pop off. For the waist, fortunately there is no waist articulation because it is just one solid piece. The front skirts do move together on this one. The side skirts move a little bit in and out, and the back skirts do not move. So with the front skirts out, the legs can move out about that far. So not too terrible there. Back, only about that much. In and out, there is technically some rotation here. And for the knee bend, you get a single joint, which is, I'll give it 90, but it might be a little less than that. So for the feet, this is actually pretty crazy because it has a pop-out joint here for some strange reason. That is really strange. But yeah, you get that crazy articulation. As you can see here, this is on the ball joints. So this can rotate a full 360, go up and down, side to side. So yeah, I don't know why they decided to get the feet just crazy joint here. But yeah, that's about it for articulation. Oh, and of course I forgot to mention the shield here can rotate full 360, go up and down. And it does hinder the arm movement on this arm. As you can see, this arm can definitely go out a lot further than this arm. So yeah, that's why for articulation. And honestly, it's for a kid for this age, it's not bad. In some areas, it's actually really impressive, especially with this butterfly joint here. I would not expect that out of a kid of this age. So now let's very quickly get into the accessories, and surprisingly, I actually have all the accessories for this kit. So starting off here, let's start with these knee rockets here. So one cool thing about this is that if you actually take this off, these rockets are actually individual pieces that you can pull out here. So if you wanted to, you can paint these up before you just put them in here. And to actually put the rockets on the Zaku itself, what I like to do is unclip this part and then just take the leg and try to wrap it around like this. And one of the rockets fell out, but that's fine. So once you do that, just take that little rocket, put it back in here, and then close this back up. And there you go. Now he has some little leg rockets here. They are a really loose fit, and I just realized these are actually supposed to go the other side. These are actually supposed to be facing downwards instead of facing upwards. But you get the idea. Honestly, I probably won't be posting the Zaku with these on anyways, because I don't really care about this. But it does come with 2 of these. So let me just take this off here. Oh God. Come on. There we go. So if you want to see what the Zaku looks like with both of them on, it will look something like this. Although honestly, these are extremely loose, and yeah, I don't really care for these accessories, but I guess it's still cool that it includes them, I guess. But anyways, let's move on. So for other accessories, he of course comes with the heat axe here, which is just one solid piece. And as you can see, it does have some pretty decent details. However, you're going to have to paint this part yellow or orange if you want it to look like the heat axe is actually, you know, heating up. Now, of course, you can hold it in his hand. It's not the most secure connection. You can see it's really loose in there, and it does come out really easily, but it's still a cool accessory nonetheless, and you can't have a Zaku without a heat axe. Now, it does also come with this part, which is so you can store it on the waist. So basically what you want to do is you're going to put this heat axe inside here like this, and then you're going to take the peg and plug it into the side skirt like so, and get this back in there. And there you go, you can store the heat axe on the side skirt. So that's actually pretty cool that it has weapon storage for the heat axe. Now, of course, getting into some of the other accessories, he does come with a pair of trigger finger hands, which this one's already on the, of course, Zaku machine gun. But yeah, as you can see, these are, again, pretty well detailed hands. And there's just 2 pieces that are put together. And basically, if you want to hold the weapons in the hands, you're just going to take the hands apart like this, and then put the weapon in, and then close the hands back up. But speaking of the Zaku machine gun, let's take a closer look at this. So this has a moving scope here, and it also has a removable clip as well, so that's nice. And it also has a handle that can move side to side. As you can see, the detail is pretty nice as well. And as already mentioned, you can put it in the Zaku hand simply by taking it apart. So let me just do that really fast here. So there you go, take it apart, puts the machine gun in the hands like that, then put it back together. And there you go. Now it is holding the Zaku machine gun. So actually placing the hands is easy. You just pull it out and then you can put the other hand in. And there you go. Now he is holding his Zaku machine gun. The connection here is, again, pretty loose, but once you kind of bend it, the elbow, and put the Zaku machine gun behind the armpit area, it's pretty secure. It's not really wiggling around or anything like that. So next up, we'll take a look at the Zaku bazooka. It's pretty standard. It has a moving part here. The handle does not move, and there's also another smaller handle here, which I somehow lost a piece for that, so I don't have the smaller handle, but that would be able to move in and out if I did have it. And of course you can also hold this with the other trigger finger hand here, so let me just show you that. And you can get them to hold both the Zaku machine gun and the Zaku bazooka with both of the trigger finger hands. As you can see, this is a really loose fit. But as you can see, you can get something like this. It's not really wanting to work with the name. But yeah, there you go. You get the idea. He can hold both the bazooka and the Zaku machine gun, and you can have the heat axe at the side there. And I don't remember if there's any storage or anything like this, if this flips down, or yeah, I don't think so. I don't think there's any storage for these weapons. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but that's really about it for the accessories. So not a bad amount of stuff, but it's pretty standard for what you expect for the Zaku. These are bonuses. I don't think a lot of Zaku kits really come with these, but honestly, that's kind of a good thing because these are kind of crap anyways, and I'm never going to actually use these again with this kit anyways. So yeah, that's about it for this review. And actually, one thing I did forget to mention is that you can move the Zaku eye around. So what you want to do is you're going to basically take the whole head apart. It's honestly kind of annoying. So there you go. Once you do that, you can see you can just kind of position this eye wherever you want it. So you can have it like looking to the side, looking straight ahead, or looking to the other side, something like that. Then once you move it into the position that you want, it's going to have mine looking straight ahead. You're just going to reattach it to the Zaku head and give it a nice satisfying snap. Or maybe that was not a satisfying snap because this is not on right. Oh god, let's see if I can fix this live here. Just got it. Come on, just trying to get this to line up is a little bit annoying. Alright, I have to do this off camera. Just, there we go. Okay, there we go, I got the head back together. So, yeah, you can move it out mono eye, although as I said, it is a little annoying. So yeah, that's about it for this kit. Let's get into some quick size comparisons, and then I will get into my final thoughts. So first up, here he is with my last review, that being the high grade Future Century God Gundam. And as you can see, the God Gundam does tower over the Zaku. That's also because of the tall V-fins and the fact that I still have his wings in the up position there. But yeah, there's that comparison. Comparing him with our Zaku, here he is with the rail grade Char Zaku 2. And while this kit does look great, this is definitely not as sturdy as the original high grade Zaku 2. So yeah. Next, comparing it with a bigger suit, here he is with the high grade metallic New Gundam. And yeah, this new Gundam just towers over the Zaku as expected. And of course, finally, here he is with the Kingdom/Earthrise version of Optimus Prime. So getting into my final thoughts, can I recommend this kit? While this is a older high grade kit, I can still recommend it. It is a great kit for army building. It's really cheap, it's really easy to assemble, and I just love the classic look of this kit. It has very little to no panel lining at all. It is basically 100% color accurate out of the box, and yeah, you really can't go wrong with this Zaku kit. Although that being said, there are a lot of better high-grade Zakus out there. But if you just want to get a ton of Zakus to have like in the background of a display or something, this is definitely a great kit to get for that. But speaking of better Zakus, review coming next. Anyways, that'll about do it for this episode of Throwback Review. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave this video a like. Leave a comment if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you won't miss any of my other videos. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.